Hello everyone, and welcome to this tarot reading using the Halloween Tarot created by Kipling West. Today we're going to be asking how we can bring more whimsy into our lives. So this is going to be a 5-card reading. I'm just going to wait for some cards to pop out. Okay, we'll take that as 1, Knight of Pumpkins. Well, okay, we'll take these 2. So 2, we have the Star. 3, 4. Okay, so 3, 4, we have 8 of Bats and 9 of Bats. All right, we just need one more card. We have the 2 of Imps. So our first card is the Knight of Pumpkins. Here we are. So in this deck, the pumpkins represent the pentacles. So they're all about tangible things, material things, things of this world, things that you can hold. And the knight, he's, I think, the slowest moving knight. His horse is walking, or in this case, I think it's a unicorn. But usually this knight is walking. He's very slow, pragmatic, really thinks before he takes action. So in this particular reading, the first card is about the costume that you wear, or basically the role that you play. Basically what is expected of you, not necessarily what you want to do, but what is expected of you. So you can see even the horse is wearing a bit of a costume in this card. So I think here you're expected to be the responsible one. So maybe you're the mother of your group. Maybe you literally are a mother and you're responsible for your children. Or maybe in your group of friends, you're the responsible one. Maybe you're the designated driver. Maybe at work, people really expect you to be competent and capable. And you certainly are those things, but there's no fun in this role. So let's move on. Let's see what would happen if you were to shed this costume. Card number 2 in this reading is the Star. Here we go. You will see that this cat is present in all of the cards on this deck. So in this reading, the second card is the hidden treat, or sweetness that you're overlooking. So something that is in your life already, but maybe could bring you a greater source of joy. So this gargoyle, I don't know if you can see, it just has like a little bit of water coming out of its mouth. Usually I don't interpret the cards so literally, but with this card, I really do think it is something to do with water and maybe nighttime or nature. So I don't know if there's a pool near you or a spa, maybe you live near a river, maybe you enjoy, I don't know, something like fishing, something water related. I think you're overlooking a body of water somewhere near you that maybe you haven't visited before. So maybe there's like a spa that you drive past that you've never checked out, or maybe you used to go swimming but you haven't gone swimming in a while, something like that. I do think there is something about water, especially outdoors, and maybe something at night, something that is already in your life but you have forgotten about it or are overlooking it, and that's something that could bring more joy and more magic into your life. Okay, so moving on to card 3. And this one is the inner trickster, or your mischief that wants out. So for you, card number 3, we're going to say is the 8 of Bats. Here we go. Here we are, 8 of Bats. In this deck, bats represent the swords, or the mind, air, thoughts, worries, that kind of thing. And you see this lady is, being all wrapped up by these bats. She can't see what's going on. The bats are, in control of the situation. They're binding her. But because it's about the mind, I think this is more what you're afraid of. So to tie that in with the Star, which is something to do with a source of joy that already exists in your life, and actually to tie it in with the Knight of Pumpkins over here, maybe there's something you want to do. So maybe like as a child, there was a river by your house and you really liked, going and splashing about. maybe that's something you would like to do now, but you think, oh, I'm an adult now, I've got responsibilities, or what would people think? That's not a respectable thing for me to do. These worries are in your head. Try it. You might find that people, don't have any reaction or keep them thoughts to themselves, or they might really, applaud you and commend you for, being playful. And at the end of the day, I was going to say we only have one life to live, but I don't know. Maybe you don't believe that. Maybe you believe in reincarnation. So I'll just say it's your life. It's for you to make the most of it. Don't let your fear hold you in place. I'm not a huge fan of this saying, but some people say that fear stands for false expectations appearing real. I'm not a huge fan of that saying, but I am going to apply it in this case because it seems like you're worrying about, oh, what if people think I'm being irresponsible, or what if people, tut at me. Well, firstly, what if they do? Do you really care what some random person thinks? And secondly, maybe they won't do that at all. You're not going to know until you try. So I may have gotten a bit ahead of myself, or things may tie together quite nicely, because the fourth card is cobwebs to clear, or what is dampening the magic? What is preventing you from going about, what it is that you want to do? So you've got the nine of bats. Again, bats in this deck are air, are worries. This card typically is the card of sleepless nights, and we have quite a nice continuation. Eight of bats, nine of bats, a similar kind of thing where first this lady doesn't know what's going on. These bats are blinding her and tying her up. And then again, in the nine of bats, she's covering her eyes. So I think it's significant that in both cases, she's not seeing. She's maybe, feeling or sensing these bats around her, but she can't see what's what. And in the second card, importantly, she isn't bound. She does have the ability to move. The bats or these worries are all just circulating in her head. We have racing thoughts, or we're ruminating. And I think in the nine of bats, it's really significant that we have the moon up here in the window, but underneath her bed we have this carving of the sun, which is telling us that this night will pass, these worries will pass. Worries always seem worse in the nighttime. And yeah, it seems to be that these concerns, these limitations, they're largely in your mind. We're not seeing any other external factor. We're not seeing finances. We're not seeing the political climate or anything like that weighing you down at the moment. It seems to just be you're afraid to let go and have fun. So our last card over here, we have the Two of Imps. And in this layout, number 5 is how you can invite more magic into your life. So the imps represent the element of fire or wands in this deck, and the two imps fighting, to me they look like maybe like two cats play fighting, or maybe like two little kids fighting, and there's like the adult telling them to behave. I get the feeling this card is saying to sort of be more like a child, like be playful. Like these kids, they want to play, they want to wrestle. They're not concerned about are they supposed to, like, should they be sitting quietly, or is it good manners to wrestle? Like they don't think about that. They're just impulsive. They want to wrestle, they're going to wrestle. And you can see this smiling figure here. They're not really upset. They look a bit amused. So it's not like a very serious fight. It's just fun. So I think it's saying maybe take your inspiration from children, maybe, that haven't been so socialized, haven't been so conditioned. Just do what makes you happy. Play. As adults, I think we have a lot of responsibilities, and we're expected to be mature and always be responsible. And yes, that is expected of us, but we should also have some fun in our lives. We should also have something to look forward to. So the star here, again, to me, I'm really seeing something around water, maybe an evening class. Maybe there's like an aqua aerobics class or something like that near you. But I'm really inclined to interpret this card quite literally. It's something to do with water, nature, outdoors, maybe something at night. Maybe there are some facilities that have like star symbolism around you. Yeah, let me know if that makes sense to you. So that is my advice. So I would say that's the Halloween Tarot's advice for how you can bring more magic into your life. Let me know if that resonated with you. Also, let me know what you think of this deck. I really like this deck. If you would like more readings with this deck, if you want me to explore a particular topic with this deck, please let me know. Otherwise, that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time.